Let's go crypto investing, and you can see real quick as I'm on the move. So this is gonna be a quick update. I'm sorry, I'm extremely busy. You can see we're coming back up where we've been here, there, here, and now, right? We're coming back up to that bottom part of that, or yeah, the underneath part of the upper resistance that used to be the symmetrical triangle that we got rejected. The 200-day moving average is there. This is what we've been talking about for several days after we had that bounce off the bottom of that white support box at 32,400 and change. Like we, if you watch the videos from when the price was up there, we told you that was a bounce spot and this was a rejection spot. But we're trying to consolidate. If we can break up your 200-day and our ultimate target of $41,740 would be your major sell zone, the upper part of that symmetrical triangle that we broke down out of here, and we're back testing again for the third time. And one of these times, if we keep touching it, you're gonna break through and you're gonna come up to the upper resistance at $41,000, right? And that's what we've been telling you for the past few days. Since we've broken down out of that symmetrical triangle. Oh, this one's not the symmetrical triangle, my bad. This one was the rings. The XRP and the XLM and the Doge are in the symmetrical triangle, but this is in one of these continuation patterns. The same thing, come on. The same thing we did up here, and then we came back up and back tested that orange ring and finally flushed. That's a similar thing that we're doing here, where we're back testing this blue ring, and then probably are gonna come down. But there is a chance, a 2.5 out of 10, that you make a run up real quick to this upper resistance on this orange ring at 41,000 and then get rejected, right? So that's your upper target that we've been watching for a few days. And this is your current resistance ring that's running from bottom left and trending up, right? So that's what we're looking at in the the Bitcoin. The Dogecoin's the same, or the XRP, sorry, is the same thing. I'm trying to keep you as up to date as I can. I have a very busy schedule this week. I have a big snowstorm I'm tracking, right? I traveled from work. I'm going to be traveling back to work later in the week, but it looks to be postponed, as I'm not one of those guys that is going to get out of the storm and drive tomorrow. I'm going to wait it out in Detroit and hope to get hammered here and see what happens, right? As Bloomington is under a winter storm warning for 12 inches or more of snow, and Detroit is under a winter storm watch for 12 to 16 inches of snow, right? So we're gonna hunker down at home and hope to get a good snowstorm in an extra couple of days home, and hope it don't miss me to the south when Bloomington gets hammered, which would be very, very depressing, right? But you can see on the XRP, if we can bust up, what we've been talking about is the 70 cents is your major upper resistance, which just so happens now finally the 200-day moving average has slithered and snuck its way down to meet up in the same area. And then on a rejection, 47 cents is your next underneath target to find buyers, and your major upper resistance is $1.02 on the XRP. And you can see the XRP was what we had, a symmetrical triangle. If we zoom out to the daily time frame, right, get to that daily right there, XRP was in that 10-month consolidation that it's trying to break down out of, right? So coming back up to back test this would be something that is technical trading. It's almost a technical trading rule that you like to often, but not always, come up and back test prior lower support. When you break it, you like to back test it as upper resistance just to confirm the breakdown, and then the breakdown continues, right? And that's where we probably are in this, because we built it. Didn't just do a nice, see, you got it. This is what I can teach you in my classes with TA. See how you had a quick bottom and a pump, and then a double bottom and a big pump. It formed like a big V right there. When you get that, you know you're bouncing for a big recovery because there's stacks of buyers. But you see, again, right there, I get the big wick. But then when you get the big wick like that, notice how they're not wicks there, they're full body candles. When you get the big wick, you know you're gonna trade back down to that. But then now here, instead of the big double bottom like here, this is a big consolidation here, right? So what this is telling me is this is loading up for a big move to the downside, but you could come up to the 73 cents before you go to the downside. But this to me is a bearish continuation pattern, much different than this bottoming pattern here with this double bottom, this reversal pattern, then this wick down, and then a consolidation to form this next one. This isn't a quick wick up or a big bullish candle buyback up. This is buying and selling, suppressing the price, meaning the buyers are exhausted and the sellers are starting to take over the market, and that this is actually a consolidation to break you to the downside farther. But you could come back up to the 73 cents to back test this symmetrical triangle that used to be support, 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 right? And then brief support right there, and then a flush, right? And then you didn't really get the volume pickup though. I would like to see a volume candle like that to confirm this. So you might be coming back up here to retest this. And then if you get some bullish sentiment, you could come back up here to the upper part of this symmetrical triangle and retest this upper resistance where you would most likely get rejected, the same as you did way back there under the US dollar, right there, right here, and then right there. So that's what's looking like in the Doge, or in the XRP, and that's what we're going to continue to watch as the pattern is starting to move. The volume and price action is starting to accelerate up and down, and that's what we like to see. We like to see the traders come back into the market, so it gives us something to watch and something to see, and just to diagnose, sniff out and detect, and see how things have been going in accordance with our forecast that we've had out there, right? And if we look at the watch list, and we go to some of these altcoins, not a lot of movement. I expected to see some movement in here. There we go. You can see Falcon swaps up, right? We go into the key. Theta, I think is what my man wanted that one day. Theta, I believe. Maybe D-Fuel. I don't know. There's a guy I requested. I'm sorry. I thought you said T-Fuel. Theta, I believe is what you said. And if we look at some Theta, you can see we're coming way down. But this is a big consolidation right now, and this is threatening to come all the way down in a full attitude flush. But I don't have time to break this one down because I am on the move. But this, I'll get some technical analysis into here later. But you can see briefly on our way down, your first major bounce zone would be way down there, right? You can see that. It's old support, old resistance and support from the prior pump. And that would be where your first target underneath is on the flush, like since you've been topped out back there a few months ago. Actually more than a few months ago. It looks like mid part of last year, 2021, you got topped out. So that 0.017 cents would be my underneath target right now. And Theta, right, as we just kind of scroll the coins and shoot the shit. And then if we go back in, oops, let's get back over into my lane. That guy is fucking flying. If we just scroll the coins, you can see another one, Shiba. I remember when all the hype train was going in that. I love when the hype train's going. God, get out of there. When the hype train's going in the coins. Remember this? Look at where I circled that. We haven't talked about this in a while. And you can see this thing is flushed all the way down to that first underneath target at the 200-day moving average that's starting to show up. And I told you this coin would roll over on itself from its high, slowly bleed out, because people are used to them. They're just crashing down. A lot of coins like to slowly bleed the market. So it's like boiling a frog in a pot of water. The frog doesn't know he's being boiled until he's dead, right? He just kind of chills there. Where if you threw him into a hot fucking boiling pot, he would try to jump right out. You can see it's down 72% from the top. So you've been fleece heisted and chises to an extreme degree in Shiba coin. And I remember talking about that, telling you to sell that pump number one, and then the final rally, I told you those were two tops to sell. Sell one, sell two. It gave you your opportunities to sell, even if there's a pump in the future, and you could have saved yourself from the second pump, a 72% fall. And you know there was a lot of people that bought up there that got fleece heisted and shisted because they don't understand the market, right? But Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing up to audible, sidestep, overt, and sovert, the soverters and overters. And we knew to sell in that green circle up there. I immediately sell signal I gave up there when I woke up that fateful morning on my way to work at 4:30 Central Standard Time and seen an 80 to 90% pump after a 200% pump the day before. I said, get out, get out. The emergencies were flying. Did you heed the warnings? You and God only know, and we're going to keep you updated here as the days and weeks go on. And Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing on our way to 2,000 subscribers. And as soon as YouTube shuffles the paperwork, Jabroni Killers will become live. Like, subscribe, and share. Go to my Telegram. I do have a Telegram. This is a Telegram alert. Go to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing Telegram. I do post some stuff but I don't know how to communicate with the audience. Nobody seems to communicate here. Get on here in my audience and start commenting on Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing Telegram, and then I can give you trading alerts and whatever else you want there, and it can be our own little community talk. Peace and love. Peace and love.